Okay, so would it be a me video if the battery light wasn't flashing? And yes, this is my spare battery that is supposedly charged. And I feel like that's deja vu because I was currently editing a video from the Mousetail Landing backpacking video where that happened to me already. So I need to check my charger and make sure that it is actually charging. Also my mic. I am in the process of moving or trying to move, so it's packed, of course, naturally. So I don't know how the audio is going to be on this. It's probably not going to be great. Anyways, I almost sat down and started watching my 2023 goals and dreams video. But I realized that it was kind of something I wanted to react to on camera because I know this year has not gone at all the way I thought it would. But some of that is in a negative sense of like, man, I really thought this was gonna happen, but it didn't happen. And then some of it was like, I wouldn't have thought that was gonna happen in a million years, and it happened. So here we are. So I'm going to, without further ado, react to this video. 3, 2, 1.
2023. It's not 2022, it's 2023.
I already love the editing. I think you can tell the videos that made me the happiest to film or the videos that I film with the thought of editing me versus filming me. Like, this was a me that had edited recently. And that's why there's so many different shots in the beginning. It makes editing me happy. As opposed to this shot.
Well, editing me, I hope that gave you enough footage.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. The
Hi.
sun is shining.
It is.
It is not negative degrees outside, which is great.
It's negative
So,
degrees in this house.
I'm outside. I got up early on my day off.
Good for you. I don't know how to react to these videos of me.
I'm recording. Yes, you are. And hopefully the audio here is good because the highway is right there.
It's pretty decent.
Okay. 2023 is not going according to plan
Already?
already.
Oh.
If I was filming this at the beginning of the year, I would not be saying the things I'm going to be saying.
Okay.
2023 was the year I was going to buy my first house.
Yeah.
I can use them when I'm working on my house. So I'm gonna have a house next year. Lord willing, we'll be moving in a couple of months. I'm not scared of owning my own house and fixing it up at all. But now I need to go talk to a lady about a mortgage. I need to start making a list of stuff that I want in my house. I reached my goal of
Did I really say it that many times?
and that's very exciting. But that isn't actually the actual goal, that's just like step one. The actual goal is to buy my first piece of property. So today is a very exciting day. It's a very horrifying day, but it's a very exciting day. I am going to meet with someone to get pre-approved for a mortgage.
Here we are in November with no apartment and no house.
Basically,
This is not my house.
My entire year was built around that and my entire last year.
Yeah, that sucked.
Some of you may already know this.
I worked my butt
because
off and then was told, no,
early on
we
in
can't pre-approve
2022
you.
when I was vlogging pretty much every week,
Not cool.
I had a very strict budget. I was saving for a down payment. I wasn't spending money on anything fun. I was like, this is it. And that year was not emotionally hard, but it was draining to work 2 jobs and to not be able to do anything.
It's not even that it was draining.
Skimp
It was
and save
just
and count every dollar.
that was supposed to be
And the
worth
thought of having
something.
to do that again
Yeah.
is slightly difficult to swallow. Basically,
It was for a reason and that reason fell through and that sucked.
I went to go see a lady about a mortgage. Although I could get a loan right now, it wouldn't be the rate I'm looking for because they couldn't count my part-time job because I've only been at my part-time job for a year. And I also need 4 lines of credit, which I have a credit card, I have my car insurance, I have my storage unit, but I kind of need one more source. Like, I have an apartment and I do pay rent, but I pay that through my roommate, and I have utilities and I do pay for internet and electricity and water bills and all that, but I also pay that
This
through
is the
my
reason
roommate.
I am
And I have a phone bill,
being
but I pay that
so
through my dad
public
because we have a family
about
plan.
buying
So
a house is because I wish somebody
it's
had
like-
said all this so that at the
they're
beginning
there,
of
but they're not really
2022
there.
that I would
So,
have gotten a
because of
second
all of
credit
that,
card to build a second credit score.
I am not buying a
instead
house
of doing it
yet.
at the beginning of
I am going to buy a
2023.
house, but I'm not going to buy a house yet. My lease does go up in November. And I will have been at my second job, my part-time job, for 2 years in October. So,
Yes, but you also
subscribe
decided to go to
because we will be
ATD in
getting to buying a house
ADT in
eventually.
October.
And once we do, it will be chaotic, to say the least, because we are going to be pushing very close to the
Impossible
end
is
of
a
the
better
lease,
word.
and I don't know how that's going to work.
It didn't.
But we're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be great.
We
It's
really
gonna be exciting.
haven't.
So,
I don't know if exciting is the right word.
needless to say, I went into a bit of a spiral at the beginning of this year, earlier this, like, January, being like, I can't do this for another year. I just can't. But I can.
And here I am
And
thinking
it
about
gives
picking up
me
extra shifts at my
time to
second
focus
job
on
going into 2024
some
instead of
things
quitting.
that I would have had to give up that I will have to give up once I get my house. For example, I am now rock climbing. I got
I
my
forgot
membership for
about
rock
that!
climbing, so now I am doing Krav Maga.
That membership
and rock
ended in
climbing,
March.
and that is spectacular. It also
I really
gives
could only
me
do Krav or rock
a
climbing, so I
year
stuck with
to
Krav. I'm all about them.
possibly replace buying a house and fixing it up with another more major goal. And
I forgot I
that
said
is
this!
finishing my novel.
Fuck!
Which, if you are a new viewer, you maybe don't even know I write. So many of my newer friends don't even know I write, even though that's like
I
the
don't
thing
even
that I
know the
do.
last
If I'm
time
gonna
I
be
picked up a
egotistical about
pen.
anything, it's gonna be writing. So yes,
I
if you're
didn't
new, you
remember I
probably
put
don't
this
even know
in
I
there.
write, but
That's because I'm hanging at the table from back here.
what I do, and I have been working on a novel since
Girl,
probably
shut up!
2017. So that is the main goal for 2023, is writing a novel.
I forgot that the
Tuning
minute I
super-
finished editing and posting this video.
Viewers interested. 2023 is also the year
Oh,
where I
no.
actually try with YouTube, and I don't mean try as in like post
What?
weekly videos. I mean, I want to get better at this craft. Like,
The last
Oh my
video I
goodness.
posted, other than the
you
video
guys
I
are
posted
not
yesterday,
I just
was 6
switched
months
editing
ago.
platforms, which is terrifying to me because now I have to
I did not switch
relearn
editing programs.
how to edit again.
The editing
Like, I know
program
how
lied
edit,
to me
but
and
now I'm
said
gonna
it was
figure out how
free,
to
and
edit
it
with the
wasn't. When they
software,
went to export
but
it,
the
it was like,
software
pay this
has
much a month.
So many things that my other software did not have, and I am so excited.
I'm on the
about it.
same
So
software that can't stand my
I'm
phone
working
footage.
on audio, I'm working on lighting, I'm working on color grading. Anyway, I just really want to get good at this craft. I want to watch my videos and not be like, ugh, that lighting sucks. I am
Currently,
terrified
that's
to
what
say
I'm thinking
this,
about
and
this.
I have been
I mean, it's
terrified to
really
say it
quality
every time
that
I have
sucks.
said it to friends.
The lighting's fine.
Because I'm terrified that it's not actually going to happen, but it's just such a huge goal. I don't even want to speak it, but I also know that like.
But you
speaking it
said
into
writing a
existence
novel.
is, like cementing
Say it,
so
'cause this
here
one we did.
goes absolutely nothing.
Give me a point.
The 80th anniversary of D-Day is next year.
Hell
It's
to the fuck!
June
Yeah!
of next year. And ever since I was 18, I wanted to do ADT, which if you don't know what that is, just go look it up. It is basically a demonstration team of paratroopers who jump for reenactments, and they also jump over
We did one
Normandy
of them!
on D-Day.
Yes, they do, baby!
And I knew I missed the 75th anniversary, and I was really bummed about that.
Yeah.
But I haven't missed the 80th anniversary.
No, you haven't.
So, I have slowly been collecting things. I've been talking to some people. I have signed up. I have submitted my payment. Fingers crossed that is something that's going to happen this year, is that I'm going to get
I've
my
been
wings.
twice. I have
And
11
that
jumps, and
I'm
we
gonna
are on the
continue
list
jumping
for Normandy.
to
We are
get
going.
certified so
We
that
have
I
a
can
seat.
go for
We're
the
going.
80th anniversary. That would be just, oh my gosh, peak. Like,
I didn't do anything else in this video, but I did
after that I
that.
just quit life in general because
Yes,
I don't think
yes.
you can top jumping over Normandy
You can't.
on D-Day. I realize how big I'm smiling, but every time I think about it, it's a relatively new dream only because it's relatively new that like I was like, no, this is something I'm gonna do. Like it's always been a dream, but it was never something I prioritized.
Girl, you have no
idea.
idea.
And now I was like, no, I have the money, I'm going to invest in this, I'm going to do this. And so now that it's like a reality that I'm doing this and that it could be a possibility that I'm going to jump over D-Day, over Normandy on D-Day, I'm just like, also I've never been to Europe. I'm just, oh my gosh. Every time I think about it,
We're
I'm
going.
just, like,
We're doing it.
so
It's
big.
done. It's the signed, sealed, delivered. Unless they do something stupid.
I should have said this a million times since then. I'm so happy thinking about it. I'm gonna be crushed if it doesn't happen. Shit.
No, you're crushed that you didn't
That
finish your
is
fucking
something I'm
novel.
doing. Lord willing, in 2023, I will be getting my wings. I'm so excited about it.
I have
I've
them.
seen other YouTubers
They're in my purse.
do these videos, and they
I don't know why they're in
tend
my
to
purse.
have like
I need
a
to frame them, but
word
they're in my
of
purse.
the year.
Oh
I've
dear.
never done that before,
I remember this.
and I don't really know that I'm consistent enough throughout
You're
my
not.
year to have a word of the year.
You should just kiss this dream
Because-
goodbye.
I kind of flip-flop between priorities and stuff through the year. But right now, I can tell you that I'd probably pick 2 words for right now, like where I am
I'll
right
remember
now
one.
this year. First and foremost would be rest.
I have not worked so hard
And I
in my
think
fucking life. I have not
that
done
has
so
come
many
just from a
extracurricular
year
things that I'm
of
not getting paid for.
no
I have not
sleep.
slept as little
A year of
as
getting
I have
sick
this
a
year.
lot.
You thought
a year of
2022 was
having
bad.
no
this
free
this
time.
is way worse.
That
Girl.
was 2022.
I can't remember the last time I watched a
So,
YouTube video. I don't have any free time.
2023 is
None.
the year of rest. I stopped working Mondays completely.
For
so I
a
now
period
finally
and
have 2
then
days
went
off
back to it
instead
and then
of
quit
one,
doing it again because you
which
remembered
gives
why.
me a day of rest. I don't have a mountain
And again,
of chores to do
2024, I'm going
on
to
my
start
1 day
working.
off. I have
I'm gonna start working my
a
second
day
job
of rest, of peace.
4 days a week instead
Sunday
of just 2.
is my day to not only go to
If
church,
they give me the hours.
but also if I want to do,
And I haven't been to church since I don't remember
something
when.
different.
Right
I
after
have
July.
baked bread for the first time ever, to my knowledge. I don't think I've ever done that before. I baked bread. It was great. It was
Kudos.
incredible.
I made Thanksgiving dinner by myself the other day. Nailed it in 2 hours with cleanup.
Yesterday, which was also a Sunday, I hung out with friends for my friend's birthday.
Oh,
And we
yeah.
just hung out, and I had
Oh, so I
nowhere
filmed
to
this in
be,
February.
no rush. We didn't even have a plan really. It was just like, hey, sorry, lighting's horrible.
Yeah, it's February.
Like, I have nowhere to be. Like, my time is yours. This day, just like, have it. So, yes, I'm very excited to have a day of rest back. And time to just sit. Following that, the next word I would
I don't
say
remember what the other one
would
was.
be routine.
Okay, I'll give myself that for a certain period of time, not the last 4 or 5 months.
I have
Not
always
since-
underestimated
July.
routines.
Before July, yes, I was killing it. I was working out every
And
day.
I'm always blown away at
I
what
was-
they do
yeah.
for me. And I always
No, I do
don't
thrive
do
with a
them.
routine. Now I don't
This
even have
year,
my own place, so
I'm really
there's no routine.
prioritizing
None.
routines
I don't even sleep in the same
for many
consistent
reasons.
bed.
One of which is if it's not a habit, I won't do it.
True.
And if I leave it up to my mood, I won't do it.
Very
like
true.
you'll do it sometimes, but only when you're in the mood. Like it's nothing consistent. And I think routine came to me kind of directly after like
I love the framing
oh,
of
crap,
this shot. A shot.
this year's not going to go the way I
Right, the
intended
trees
it to,
and then
which
and the tree's not coming directly out of your head. Good.
kind of made the last year feel like a wasted year. It isn't. Like I successfully saved money. That's great. It's exactly what I intended.
I don't know how I
to
did that.
do.
I saved $1,000 every
But
month
I
last
looked at
year,
that year and I was like,
I got paid more this year than I got paid last year, and I still kept looking at my budget like how
what do
I'm
I
saving
wish
like $100 a
I was
month.
doing instead of saving money, or what do I wish I had done?
That's the other
and
thing. We did end up doing a bunch
Every
of
time I do
stuff.
this, every
other
time
than
I look
saving.
at my life,
Like
my
ADT.
goals, and I zoom out and zoom out and zoom out. Like when you're really zoomed in, you're like, what the closest goal, right? Like, what's the most short-term goal that we're doing right now? And then you zoom out from that, and you're like, we're doing that because we want to do this. And then you zoom out again, and you're like, we're doing that so that we can do this, so that we can do that. You zoom out, and you keep doing that.
And then you
And
get
whenever
paralyzed.
I zoom out completely, I'm like, none of this gives me fulfillment,
Oh,
right?
sorry.
None of this is going to make me happy.
I was going somewhere else with that.
That's not where I get joy from. That's
No.
not where I get fulfillment from. That's not where I get satisfaction from. These are all things that I'm doing because they're things I want to do, or they're things I need to do, but it's not where my joy comes from. And that always leads me back to Christ, and it always leads me back to like, what a wasted year, not because I didn't get a house, but because I just spent a year where I could have been getting to know Christ and getting closer and closer to Him, and instead I put it on the back burner to save, like, because I wanted to sleep in, or because I wanted to make more money.
Call me out.
And that's just, it's
Shit.
so silly to me. It's such a silly, like, stupid exchange. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'll put reading the Bible on the back burner so that I can get 2 more minutes of sleep. I don't know. So with that came, I know how to habitually read the Bible, or just, I know how I work, and I know that
Yeah. Yep.
if it's not a habit, if it's not a routine, I'm not going to do it. So this is
I
also
shouldn't
the
feel
year
like
of the
this is
routine,
directed
and I
at
already
me.
put out a video
Like I shouldn't feel surprised that this is
like,
directed at me, because
trying to
yes,
figure
it
out my
is.
morning
It
routine.
literally is
Been
about
very
me, but
slacking
I'm
in
feeling
getting the night
extremely
routine
attacked.
going. I think I did it 2 days a couple weeks ago, and then haven't done it since. My morning routine has definitely been on and off. All you have to do is go look at my TikTok and see like how many days it's been since I've posted.
Oh, I haven't
You'll
posted on
know
TikTok
exactly
in
when I did a morning
months.
routine and when
I don't
didn't.
think I've posted since like February, probably since this.
So
I lost access to the
it's a
account.
struggle.
That's
but
not
it's
why
a
I stopped
continuing
posting,
struggle, and I know how.
Didn't help.
And it's also taught me. Little tangent. But like my mood is so much better, and I know everybody knows this, and it's so stupid that like I have to learn it for myself. Like literally everyone says, drink your water, get up early, journal, take some time to yourself before you go into work.
Or get a boyfriend.
Like, everybody
That works, too.
says these things, and I still have to learn them for myself before I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy when I get up early, and when I like just sit and be still. I've also realized my mind goes crazy. Not even crazy, but just lost. And
Without
part of that this
journaling.
last week was because I was fighting a cold, and the first thing that goes is my brain when I'm starting to get sick.
really
like I
bad.
get such bad brain fog. But
Fuck,
a
jinx.
lot of times when I don't sit and journal, my brain is just lost. It's just a jumbled mess.
I do get a lot
But
of clarity
when
from
I've
journaling.
journaled, it's like opening the floodgates, because now I've got like a bajillion things to say, and they're
Also, I think
and
it
I'm,
puts
like,
things in
I'm
perspective.
happy, and I'm
There's
at
when you look
peace.
back at the
It
past
just-
and you're like, why was I tripping over that?
why don't I get up early every
When you
night?
journal, it kind of puts you into that perspective of in the future looking back
And
being like,
the funny
why
thing
is
is
this
that
bothering
even
me
though
so much?
morning routine
Once
is
you
like
put it, just
something
put it on paper. It's
for
like,
me,
ah,
that like
it's
yes,
kind
you
of
have to
silly
do
that
morning
this is
routine, but
bothering
night
me so
routine is
much.
not that important. I know the minute I get the night routine figured out, the morning routine is going to be so much easier, because the night routine is going to mean I'm like going to bed at a proper time, and I'm unwinding before I go to bed, which means I'm going to sleep when I go to bed instead of going to bed and then laying awake for hours. So
I don't do that anymore. I'm so tired. By the time I hit
2020,
the sheets, it's
2023, it's not 2022, 2023 is the year of rest
Hoy!
and routine.
Hoy! I'm
It's
so
the
sorry,
year of
sweetheart!
getting closer to God more than anything else. And yes, more than anything else. I almost want to replace rest with the phrase just be. I'm finding joy in things that are just existing, but not rushing. So that's why rest, I think, does work. Like, I keep going back to the baked bread, but it's something that I've always wanted to do, but I never got up and did it. And my way of like unwinding was watching TikTok or YouTube or a movie or
throw that
TV
out.
show. Not even reading. Like, and I love to read, and I don't think I read it all in 2022. Like, at all. I definitely didn't read a full book.
I started
and I love
2
reading.
books this year. I haven't finished
And I
either of them.
think that
I started
just
rereading a book
being,
I'd already
like,
read.
just existing instead of sitting and having
started
someone
an
entertain
audiobook.
me. Like just baking bread.
Okay. Yes, I would say
Finding
this
joy
one,
in
yes.
baking bread. And finding
Like
joy
I said,
in
since
a
July,
new recipe. Like
I couldn't sit and
switching up
watch. I
what
couldn't
I'm
sit and scroll
eating,
on TikTok
or
watch YouTube videos.
no, just coloring. I've pulled out my coloring books. I haven't done it yet, but I pulled them out, and I have coloring
Hold on,
pencils now.
phone. I mean camera. Hold on.
I'm like, just read, just
The video's almost
color,
over.
just
Just hold on.
go on a walk, just existing, and finding joy in the things that usually I'm too busy to do. That's what I'm hoping 2023 will look like. I'm very excited for this year. And yesterday I was depressed because I slept in. Get up early. Well,
Okay,
I'm off
jeez.
to eat my breakfast. I am starving. Please subscribe if you enjoy, like if you enjoy, comment if you enjoy, share if you enjoy, and follow along for the ride. Happy 2023.
I don't know why that just made me think of like a movie entrance. Follow along for the ride. Da, 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 da. It's a good view. You're going the wrong way. It's fine. Did I leave me going to get back to my camera? Yep. I like it. Okay, so my battery is still flashing. I went to ADT in July. I graduated and with my first 5 jumps and got my wings. I went back in October and got 6 more jumps and learned how to pack chutes and became an official member of the team. I got cast in a play. I was Dorcas from 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. I started the process of buying a house again in October. Really tough right now because interest is really, really high right now, and I'm not getting approved for what I would like to get approved for. I don't know what 2024 is going to look like because 2023 did not look like what I expected it to, especially after July. You know, I won't say very much here because it's private, but I wasn't expecting to meet the love of my life in 2023, and I did. And that has been really good. The novel. The novel. I hate that I brought that up. It's still alive. It is still alive. It's still there. It's still very much something that could happen. I don't know. I'm not going to say that I'm disappointed in myself for 2023. I think it was a whirlwind of a year. A lot of stuff happened. It was a good year. I think I came into my own a lot. Every opportunity I have to get closer to God is an opportunity that I should be taking, and it should be my #1 priority at all times. No matter how busy you are, no matter how tired you are, especially when that's where your strength comes from and when your joy comes from, like, don't put that on the back burner. Whatever, even like if you're not a Christian, but whatever does bring you joy, that shouldn't be on the back burner. That should be your priority, even if it seems, I don't know, even if something else seems more pressing. I feel like you should prioritize what makes you happy. And with YouTube, yeah. I think I lost a love of vlogging at the beginning of the year. That was a little rough. I definitely didn't want to do any more. I think I said this in my Hidden Lake video. I was like, I just don't want to do any more clean with me videos. I don't want to do any more boring videos. Like, I want to do something interesting. So like that video was my first video back in a while. But here we are. This is what we've got. It's not the end of the world, and you know, we'll be fine. I'm trying to wrap this up without talking too much about 2024 because I want that to be a January video. So yeah, I would just say that, like, we're okay. We're gonna be okay. We're fine. Yeah, and I'm very excited about 2024. Very. Yeah. think that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed that reaction. I hope you all have enjoyed the videos that I have been posting recently. I don't want to say that I'm going to do Vlogmas because whenever I have done Vlogmas in the past, there are events planned, and I am currently skimping and saving like no other right now. I've missed so much work because of ADT and this play and stuff like that I did. But I was watching Vlogmas and it looked so much fun. I want to do it again, but I don't know how to. I don't know. We're gonna try. We're gonna go for it. I'm gonna say that we're gonna try to do Vlogmas. No promises. It'll probably end up being more like episodes like we did last year because that worked really well for me. Because I can't do dailies. I don't have time to edit every night. But yeah. I'm very excited about Christmas season coming. Yeah. So like and subscribe and follow. And I know like, she was like, follow along for the ride. And then I didn't post for 6 months. But yeah, follow along. Because I think Vlogmas is going to be fun and next year's going to be crazy. And yeah. Onward.